welcome to the new video. Today I'm saying hi from a bit of a different setup. I'm recording on my camera and I'm also recording in our second home in South Africa. And today's topic is I'm gonna be talking about action based on or in pain versus action aligned. Okay, this is a very important topic on the self-healing journey, in the self-healing approach. I have some notes here that I don't want to forget, but this is what we need to really focus on if we're ready to lead a pain-free life, and especially speaking about chronic pain. It's very important that we understand where we're taking action from the pain or in response to the pain, and how we can take aligned action instead, because often in situations where the pain is chronic, which means repetitive and showing up again and again, we need to understand that we are contributing to this repetition by doing the same action that is non-aligned, but it is aligned with the pain, with the need for pain, with our version of ourselves that needs chronic pain to cope. We often need chronic pain to hide behind. We need pain as an excuse. We need pain because pain is actually a protection of us from getting hurt. It's a paradox, but it's a protection from the unknown, because the mind is always scared of the unknown, of something new, which we desire. On the conscious level, we know we want a pain-free life, but on the subconscious level, we don't. We're so scared of the pain-free life that we keep nourishing and nurturing and keep supporting the pain version of ourselves, because we don't know what it's like to live a pain-free version of ourselves. It's terrifying. We don't know what would we be, because pain has grown to us. It has become such a strong part of our identity, and our version without the pain is so terrifying, and the mind is always scared of what it doesn't know, and most certainly it's going to be the version you want, because it's going to be something outside of your comfort zone. Okay, so we really need to understand that on a repetitive basis, it's not even a question if we're taking the action from the point of view of the pain, based in pain, or action based on pain. Because if we are experiencing chronic pain, which is repetitive pain, then we are taking action from the point of view of the pain, from the base of the pain. For example, if there's something uncomfortable for us, but we do it anyway. If there's any action that brings tension to ourselves, okay, we're scared of something, of someone, of their reaction, so we tense up and we say, okay, I'm gonna withstand this again one more time, and then I'll have time for relief. But not often we allow ourselves to then fulfill the promise that we made ourselves, because in a crisis situation, in the little triggering situations where we tense up subconsciously because we're scared of something, of a reaction, of anything, coping with daily things in life, then not often we fulfill that promise to ourselves, that we allow ourselves that relief which the body needs. And if the body isn't given that relief willingly, voluntarily, a bit of a wind here, okay, I'm going to hold it. So if the body doesn't receive this relief, it is gonna produce pain, and it's gonna use the pain as a mechanism of relief. But we have two basically possibilities on how to experience this relief, either voluntarily, that we become aware of it and we program ourselves to experience this relief on a daily basis, on a hourly basis, whenever we feel like we're tensing up in a certain situation. Instead, we program ourselves to relief. It's by observing, by programming our mind, by training our muscles even, because the muscles have learned to tense up in front of a certain person, in front of a certain situation. And that has been you have learned to do so over many, many years. So that doesn't come or that doesn't go away automatically. That goes away only if we bring awareness to it and we willingly, as is our choice, start changing that, because it's a coping mechanism. It comes automatically without thinking. So if that coping mechanism isn't healthy for us, and on a long-term basis it creates more tension and more pain in our body, then we need to consciously change this by bringing awareness, noticing when we tense up. That is the action based in fear, because the body is taking action because of fear. And then also we act upon that pain. So I often explain it as accumulated tension that then originates into pain, which first there's fear, the body tenses up, and then it produces pain. And so the next step, first the coping mechanism is based in the fear, the body tenses up, but then we take action from a point of view of the pain. We react upon that pain, and with this we only fortify the pain and the repetitiveness of the pain. Because if we keep reacting upon that pain, like we usually even count subconsciously, we count on the pain coming and saving us. Okay, the pain is a form of our body saying no, but also our body saving us, because the situations, the life gets so much, it gets so overwhelming that at one point in the core of a migraine, in the core of any excessive chronic pain, is relief. Because the pain in itself is when we relieve. We relieve that accumulated tension. Basically, we can't take it anymore, and that's when the pain originates. The pain comes up in all its power, and it is a form of a relief itself. So we need to understand that we're manifesting over and over again this chronic pain as a form of enabling us to do something that we don't allow ourselves to do, which in most cases is going to be rest, or allowing yourself not to speak to anyone, allowing yourself to be alone, allowing yourself to lie down, allowing yourself to do whatever. So you need to notice what actually the pain gives you. And you need to give it to yourself before the pain originates, before the body signalizes that you need it. And as you go along this journey, you're gonna get better at it. And then you're not gonna have any need for manifesting any pain into your life, because you will be well rested, well fed, well nourished, and well satisfied in all the aspects. Because pain is also a form of not being satisfied with yourself. It's definitely a form of not having all your needs satisfied that are primarily to you, and for some reason you have led yourself to believe that you don't deserve it, whatever you don't deserve in life, etc., etc. The list can go on. Okay, so the aligned action that I mentioned, I'm talking about, is the opposite. The aligned action is I understand myself so well that I know when I feel like I need to rest, when I feel like I'm hungry, when I feel like I need to go to the bathroom. Because these seem like trivial things, and maybe you're thinking this is ridiculous, and I do know where I need to go. But if you're very honest with yourself and you're experiencing chronic pain, then look at that back throughout your day, today or tomorrow, and honestly be honest with yourself where you postpone yourself because. And we postpone ourselves because of conditioning, because of the logical mind. We think it's best to accommodate others' needs or finish a task, especially doing comes in the place of needing. And we convince ourselves that we need to do something that is basically saying each time to your body, to yourself, that something else is more important than you. And we postpone eating, we postpone going to the bathroom, we postpone resting as much as we can. And then we're very surprised. Why am I in so much pain? I don't understand. Why is it here again and again? But are you honest with yourself? Are all your needs satisfied? Are all your essential needs satisfied in the long term? Because migraines or chronic pain can occur after just a long time of exhaustion, a long time of being under certain pressure. Okay, and if you were honest with yourself and didn't analyze yourself with the logic mind and saying, not now, I don't need that now, I can withstand that and I can withstand that, then if you were really honest with yourself, then probably you would agree that, yeah, you have been neglecting your needs, and maybe you have never even learned how not to neglect your needs. That's okay, because you were raised in a certain way, and maybe there wasn't any time for rest, there wasn't any time for self-care, self-love, meditation, and eating whenever you need to eat instead of whenever the conventions are that you can eat, or the society rules, etc., etc. But this then connects to the ancestral line and the fact that if you are experiencing symptoms of pain that are considered normal in the ancestral line, meaning your parents, your grandparents, whatever, whoever in the family line has been experiencing the same or even worse, then we tend to again over explain it to ourselves and over basically say that it's normal, say that it's okay. I'm not doing as bad as someone else because the ones in my family, the ones in my ancestral line have had it so much worse, have had it so much harder, etc., etc. But life isn't meant to be hard. It's only what we believe. Okay, so if we believe it's meant to be hard, it's meant to be filled with suffering, it's meant to be exhausting, overwhelming, full of burnouts, etc., etc., that is what's gonna manifest. Because then you're always gonna be taking the action that is based in pain. Whether it's your pain, whether it's a combination of your pain and the ancestral line's pain, that doesn't matter. Because you are the first in line, if you're listening to this, if you're willing to find a different approach, or you're already on that journey of a different approach, then you're probably the first in line who can experience pain without suffering, with ease, with abundance, without pain, with enough of everything. Because it starts in your mind, it starts with you learning how to understand yourself, learning what it is that you need, especially if now you don't know and have no idea, and understanding that you can do it differently. Okay, and so this is where it's very important to be present. Okay, the primary purpose we came here is to be present. The being is so important in understanding your pain, in observing your own needs, what it is that you need. So that's the primary, is the being. Whenever you don't know, the being there, observing the situation within you, what's happening inside of you, what are your muscles doing, what energy do you feel, what temperature, what's happening with you in that triggering situation. So that's the step number one, always the being there. That will help you significantly to find the way, because we always know the answers, we always know what's best for us. And then the secondary is really being being aware of what action we take, whether it's action based in pain or it's action aligned. Action aligned is action that is aligned with my ideal version of who I want to be, who I know I can be, the pain-free version of myself, the healthy version, the abundant, the rich, the all of it, the having all of it. That's the aligned version. And the pain-sourced version is, if I'm experiencing pain, then it's the repetitiveness, chronic repetitiveness of action that is not aligned with how I want my life to be. And I keep taking that action from the point of pain, and I keep manifesting pain, which, if you no longer want, if you're ready to become responsible for your life and understand that you're creating everything in your life, then you're gonna have to shift that action from that point of view of pain. It's gonna be a transition step by step regarding all the actions you do on a daily basis, but it starts with the little things. It starts with the understanding, I don't want to do this now, whether it's cooking, washing the dishes, cleaning, I don't know, saying no to the repetitive doing, to the chronicle doing that adds up the tension, and understanding I trust that the time for this will come. This is bringing ease to your life and not bringing more frustration and more disappointment, because we often create our lists of what we need to do, and those lists are overwhelming for anyone. But for some reason we convince ourselves we need to be more productive, we need to achieve more by doing more. But this will only exhaust you, this will only exhaust you, this will only suck out all the energy, because if you're taking action from the point of pain, then it is wasting your energy. The energy doesn't regenerate itself, because if you are taking action that's aligned, that has also is joy consisting, and basically satisfaction in itself, because all actions we take, everything we do can be with satisfaction or without, even though we might seem, or we might think it's impossible to, I don't know, wash the dishes with satisfaction, but you can. You can do everything with joy, or you can do it from a point of view of a victim, from the place of pain. And this is where it adds up to that necessary outburst of pain, and then the pain becomes overwhelming, then the pain becomes just too much. Okay, but in order to be sustainable with your energy, with yourself, in your life, with your health, and feel like you're achieving, like you're getting better and better at whatever you're doing, then that is what really requires taking the aligned action. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to this bit of a different version of the video on the self-healing series. There's gonna be a few more of these as we're staying here for a little while longer. Then we're going back to England and then maybe back here. So there might be more of these tropical-like videos probably, and I hope it brings you some sun into wherever you're watching from. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.